As I was thinking about what story I could tell with all the transportation modes that we have, I realized it's really not the vehicle that you're in, it's where those vehicles take you. And for me growing up, it wouldn't be planes, trains, and automobiles, it'd be horses, trucks, and tractors. That's where I got my start. But one of my favorite memories was when my sister and my cousin and I took the horses through over a foot of snow from the farm. We went Christmas caroling in the subdivision across the road. And I'll never forget that because that was just a neat time for all the neighbors. We had an extremely limited song list because none of us could sing, but the neighbors, they were all snowbound, and so it was just worth it just to see their faces and when they had no clue what was coming up their driveway. So then I thought, well, then it's your first car that you ever get. I mean, that just holds a special place for me. Mine was a little red Pinto, and we know all the stories about that. But it got me everywhere, and then it gets you local, but then you can reach out, and you stretch your wings a little bit, and you can go New England, you can go south, and then I went really south, and then you get to the trains. And my first train, it was not the Strasburg Railroad, it wasn't the Georgia Scenic Mountains, it was Grand Central Station. And it really is a grand station. And I didn't know that I was supposed to be afraid. I wasn't. But I took it from New York back down here to Pennsylvania. And I'd be remiss if I didn't add in here, I have to add in boats. Because for me, just being on a boat, whether it's small boats, not a big one, not a cruise ship. Small boats, fishing, lounging. One of my favorite memories on a boat was we were in the bay in Apalachicola, which is a really good hidden secret place to go. We ended up in a pod of dolphins for like over a half hour. We just stayed with them and they stayed with us, and it was just a fantastic memory I will never forget. But I think my favorite is airplanes, and not all the stories from the big airplanes. I've been all over the country or all over the world for traveling and for work, and I am one of those people that talks to everybody. Like, I have met some of the neatest people on airplanes, somebody that worked with gorillas and just all kinds of really neat people, and so yeah, I'm not afraid to talk to them. But I like small airplanes, and I had friends in Georgia that lived on an airstrip, and just flying in a small airplane is just fantastic. There's just nothing like it. And I had a friend one time that was trying to teach me to hover a helicopter. Well, I couldn't do it, and it's a lot harder than it looks. So that didn't work. But my favorite memory of being in an airplane is seeing a rainbow. And I don't know if you've ever seen a rainbow from an airplane. It's not the little half circle like we see from the ground. It's a complete circle. A rainbow is an eternal promise of hope, and when you see it from the air, it's a totally different experience. So however you travel in or on, just remember your adventures. It's a journey, and just fill it with hope and just go.